Hey, hi. In this video, I will show you how we can configure the AWS S3 bucket replication across regions using AWS CLI. Yeah. So before I jump and show you the demo, yeah, let me quickly walk you through the prerequisites of this demo. One is you should have an AWS account. If you don't have the AWS account, please do and have get the AWS account created for free. Yeah. And the second prerequisite is you should have your system installed with AWS CLI. If you are not installed your AWS CLI, please do watch my previous video where I have guided you like how you can install the AWS CLI in the Windows 10 system. Yeah. And also one kind request before I walk you through the demo. Please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay. With that note, let's get started. So as you see in my screen, I have already noted down the required commandlets which is needed for this demo. Yeah. I would again encourage you to just have a look in these commandlets once again. So with that note, let's get started to this demo. Yeah. So we can run these commandlets either in the CMD tool or you can run it from the PowerShell tool. Okay. But for this demo, I will choose to run these commands from the PowerShell tool. Okay. So let me open the PowerShell tool. Yeah. So here you need to choose the Windows PowerShell. Okay. Don't choose the AWS. Don't choose the PowerShell ISC. Yeah. So before we jump to the running the actual commandlets to create the S3 buckets and configure the replications, we need to set the context of AWS account, right? So we can do that using command AWS configure. Okay, so this is the CLI command, AWS CLI command. So once you run this command, it will show you that what are the parameters it needs. Okay, so one is the access key ID, which I have already provided. Okay, previously I also logged in with using this command. So henceforth it is showing me the previous history. So I will accept those default values. Yeah, and the secret access key as well. Yeah. Similarly, the reason I'm using the default. Okay, so I have used the default values which I have given when freshly logged in. Okay, when I freshly logged in. Yeah. Similarly, once you have freshly logged in, and for the second time it won't ask you. Okay, it will tell you whether can I use the previously given values or not. Okay, so that's it. We have right now logged into our AWS account. Yeah. So with that note, let's go to the actual command. Okay, so as you see in my screen, I have already logged in. So the next command is to create my source bucket. Okay, so let me create my source bucket using these commands. Okay. So let me make a screen big so that you can see it clearly. So here you go. What I'm doing is I'm running this command to create my source bucket. Okay. So before we run this command, so let me clarify let me give some hints about the what is the AWS S3 bucket replication. Okay. So S3 bucket replication is a feature in the AWS S3 buckets which can make your data sitting in the primary bucket get replicated to the secondary bucket. Okay. So this gives an opportunity to have your data versioning and also highly available. Okay. So it has two advantages. One is it keeps the versioning and also it makes your data highly available. Okay, so that are the two advantages of this S3 bucket replications. Okay, with that note, let's get started to this demo. So firstly, what I do is I will create the our source bucket. Yeah. And as you see here, the command it is AWS. Okay, here you go. This is the AWS which remains common for all the CLI commands of AWS. Yeah. And this is the S3 API, right? As the name says, this is the API which we will be using for this command. Okay. And the task, okay, the function which we are doing is the create bucket. Okay, so this is the bucket which does that. Okay, so let me call it as a function. Okay, it creates a bucket. Okay, so what is the name of the bucket and what is the reason? Okay, so those are the parameters which we are passing for this command. Okay, so I'm running this command by clicking on the enter button. Okay, so it takes some time, but it in the eventually it creates the required source bucket. Okay, here you go. My source bucket name is source CQPD. Okay, so that is my bucket name. Okay, so I have successfully created my source bucket. So next, let me create versioning. Okay, so I need to enable the versioning on the source bucket. Okay, so let me do that by using this command. Okay, I didn't copy it, so let me copy again. So why we need to enable the versioning on the source bucket and the destination bucket is because so that is that will act as a basement for the replication. Okay, replication of your data from source to destination buckets. Okay, yeah. So let me enable that feature on my source bucket. Okay, so here you go. It has successfully ran. Okay, as you see here, so this is again using the same API, but here the function is different. Okay, it is using the function put hyphen bucket hyphen versioning. Okay, and the parameter is bucket name, and the versioning configurations and the way the status equal to enable is being used. Yeah, so that's it. We have created a source bucket and enabled the versioning on it. So let me create a destination bucket. So I'm keeping my destination bucket in US West 2 region. Okay, so let me create a destination bucket using that command. So let me copy it again. So it's I have not copied properly. Yeah, here you go. So again, it is the same command like we did for the our source bucket. The function is create bucket. Yeah, and the parameter is bucket name. That is the bucket name which I'm giving is destination CPQ CQPD. The reason where the bucket will be created is US West. Okay, so my primary location is used US East 1, and the secondary location is US West 2, and the create bucket configuration is the location and the constraint the location needs to be switched, right? Henceforth the location constraint is being given, that is the US West 2. Okay, so yeah, so what it does is it will create one more bucket in the US West region. Okay, so let me do that. So once this bucket is created, again we need to enable the versioning on that bucket. Okay, so here you go, the destination bucket is created successfully. So let me enable the versioning on the destination bucket as well. Yeah, so this is the command which does that. Again, it's the same command that I showed for the source bucket. Here just the names gets changed. Okay, yeah, here you go, we have enabled the versioning on the destination bucket as well. Next, as you know that we need to for this operation we need to create a role and attach a policy to that role. Okay, so let me do that with the next consecutive commands. Okay, so now with this command, what I'm doing is I'm creating an AWS IAM role. Okay, so the role name is replication role CQPD, and it uses a file. Okay, it uses a JSON file where I have defined what actually the role looks like. Okay, so I will walk you through that file as well after this command is run successfully. So I'm just entering that command. Okay, as you see here, it says there is the wrong. Okay, but why? So as you see here, right? So I forgot to tell one thing is, yeah, here you go. So it says what this error says is it's unable to find the file. Okay, the file is role hyphen trust hyphen policy is not able to find. Why? Because I'm currently in this path. Okay, so I'm currently in the Lenovo path. Okay, so where this for role hyphen trust hyphen, okay, where this file is not there. Okay, that's the reason it is throwing the error. Okay, so for this reason, to avoid this error, you need to change the directory to that path where I have stored the file. Okay, so where you have stored the file. Okay, similarly, let me do that. So this is like a live demo of how you can use the AWS CLI to create the AWS S3 bucket replication. Okay. So if you are not see since previously before I running the actual command, I have not switched my directory where I have kept this file. Okay, so that's the reason it is throwing the error. Okay, so now I have switched to the right location where I have kept this file, and let me run that command again. Okay. So what this command does is it will create a new role by using using that policy. Okay, so that JSON file contains this policy definition. Okay, it contains the statement where effect is allow. The principal is again I'm targeting to the S3, that is the S3 service principal, and action is STS colon assume role. Okay, so this is so that's what the role does. Okay, so let me quickly show you one more time from this. Yeah. So here you go. This was the JSON file which was kept in under the other directory which I have switched after an error. Okay. Yeah. So it contains a statement block, and inside this we are giving the parameters. We are providing the required parameters. That is the effect. We are making it as a allow principal. Okay. The principal is targeted to a service, and the service is our S3. That is the Amazon S3 service. Okay. And the action is STS colon assume role. Okay. So that's what the role definition is. Okay. So we have successfully created a role now. So let's go to the next command. The next what I'm doing is I'm creating a policy and attaching to the role which I have created just above. Yeah, so let me do that by using this command. Okay, again since I am using the JSON file in this command, it is noted that it should be noted that you should be make sure that this JSON file which should be sitting in the same path where you are running the command, okay, from where you're running the command, okay, or else it will throw the error like above, which I have showed you, okay. So now let me do that. Let me create a policy and attach to that policy, okay. It has successfully done that job, okay. So let me quickly explain the command again, okay. It is the starts with the AWS, which is remains common constant across all the CLI commands. Then this is the API. We are using the IAM API. The function which we are consuming inside this API is put hyphen role hyphen policy. Then this is the parameter. Yeah, the role name is the role name is the parameter which we have given. This is the role name which we created, the role which we created above. Then a policy document, okay. The policy document is again the document path where the file is sitting, okay. So the AWS CLI uses the syntax like file colon forward slash nothing but this is nothing but it means that it tells that the file has to be sit in the same directory where you are running this command, okay. That's the reason it means like that, yeah. And again, what is the my file name which contains the policy definition, okay. So this is the policy definition file name, that is the JSON name, yeah, that is a JSON file, okay. So after that we are giving the policy name, so this is my policy name, okay. So before I go to the next command, let me quickly show you that how that policy looks like. It's again this is a JSON file. It contains the version of the API inside this again inside this statement array. We are allowing the required the actions to certain buckets, okay. So first one we are allowing on the source bucket, okay. On the source bucket we are allowing the version for replication, get object version for replication, get object version ACL, okay. So those are the actions being allowed for this the source bucket, okay. Similarly, we have allowed two more actions, that is the list bucket, get replication configuration, okay. So these are the four operations being given to our source bucket, okay. As you see here, so there is a difference, okay. That's the reason these are been segregated into two objects, okay. One is the one permission is allowed after this after the forward slash after the root of the source bucket. Another one is the get the list bucket and the get replication configurations actions are being allowed directly on the source bucket, okay. So yeah, that's the reason we have segregated these two actions. After that we are allowing the certain actions for the destination bucket as well. So those are the replication object, the replication delete, replication tags, okay, and also the get object version tagging, okay. So these are the permissions we have given in the policy, okay. So that's it. Let's go to the next command. So next command is to enable the replication on the source bucket, okay. As you know that to make the replication work, so it has to be done from the source bucket, okay. So that's the reason we need to enable the replication configurations on the source bucket, okay. So now I'm doing that by running this command, okay. Again, since we are using the JSON file, so this JSON file should make sure that it will be present in the same directory, yeah. So I have just entered it. So as you go, here you go, it has successfully configured the replication configuration on my source bucket, okay. So let me walk you through this command. So it is again start with the AWS. We are using the S3 API. The function which we consumed is put hyphen bucket hyphen replication, and these are the parameters. One is the replication file configurations, and this is the bucket name, yeah. So that's it. We have successfully configured the required configurations by using the AWS CLI, okay. So finally, let's get the retrieve the data of our bucket, okay. Let's get the information about our bucket, okay. So we can do by using this command, we can do the same thing by using this command, okay. So let me copy correctly. So what this command does is it will retrieve the information about our source bucket, okay. Yeah. So here you go. So with that note, we have successfully showed you the how to create the resources, okay. So let me take you to my AWS account. So this is my AWS account. Till now I was doing my task by using the AWS CLI, yeah. So currently I'm in the S3 service pane, okay. So let me refresh it and see if the our buckets are being created. Here you go, right. So the destination CQPD, source CQPD are the two buckets we have just now created. So let me open the source CQPD. Okay, so in the source CQPD, so let me go to the management and see if we have enabled the replications. So here you go, the replication rule is being created, okay. So we have enabled the replication rule, yeah. And so before I go and show you the demo, let me complete the one more step, that is the definition of replication. Okay, so here you go. So what we are defining in the replication configuration is so we are making the status enabled, and we are targeting the replication to happen on our destination bucket. Okay, that's the reason the bucket ARN is being given here. And the filter is, we are giving the filter by using the word called tags. Okay, yeah. So let me make a note of that one. Yeah. So after that, we have created the destination bucket. Okay, so this is our destination bucket. Yeah. So what happens is, whenever we create a folder, okay, whenever we create a folder in the source bucket with the name tags. Okay, so let me create a tags folder in this here. Yeah. So whenever something is been some files or some folders are been added under tags folder, so that will be replicated to a destination folder. Okay, the destination bucket. Okay, so that's what the replication definition tells. Okay, via this filter. Okay, so let me show you that the data gets replicated in a very fast manner. Okay, so we have just now created a bucket. So let's see if the bucket has been replicated here. So since we have not added anything, the data is not yet been replicated. So let's add some data under tags folder of source bucket. Okay, so let me go to the tags folder under source bucket, and I will upload a file. I will upload a dummy file here for this demo. So I'm uploading some sample file under that tags folder so that I can show you that the replication happened successfully. So I'm currently loading into let me clarify that I'm currently loading into my source bucket. Okay, so but I have not done anything on the destination bucket. Okay, so this data will be automatically copied to my destination bucket. Okay, as I shown you earlier, that the destination bucket was empty. Okay, during that time. Okay, so let's go to the destination bucket and see if the data got replicated. Okay, let's refresh it. Here you go. So the tags folder is being created now, and yeah, so and the capture.1 JPG file which I have copied in the source bucket got copied. Okay, so this is the pure demonstration of how you can copy your data into a primary bucket that will automatically get replicated to your destination bucket. Okay, so that see data primarily you are uploading in one region, that is the US East region, that's getting automatically copied to the destination bucket which is sitting in the US West region. Okay, so this is nothing but highly availability, and you are using the versioning capability of Amazon S3 bucket. Okay, so that's it. This is the clear straightforward demonstration of how you can use that the S3 bucket application using AWS CLI. Okay, how you can configure the S3 bucket creations, how you can enable the replication, and how you can configure the required configurations to do this task using the AWS CLI. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching our videos. Last time, a kind request, please do subscribe my channel. That would really encourage me a lot. Okay, with that note, thank you, thanks a lot.